Hey guys, what's up? It's Tati. No, I'm just kidding. Hey guys, what's up? It's Brandon. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. Today's a brand new Saturday, and I figured I'd make another story time because I have videos I really want to make, but I don't know if it's my place to make them. So I'm planning on backing away from some of my ideas and just talking about one of my story times that I would want to share with you guys. Today is going to be the story time on my worst trip to the state we know as Florida. So it was 2014 when this story took place, and it was 2 days after my 7th grade thing ended in middle school. So I was on the verge with me and my mom on wanting to go on a trip. So my mom's like,
"What's more better than going to Florida for a trip to see our family that we love so much?"
and you see I put quotes around love because I'm gonna get there. So me and my mom decided to book plane tickets on Delta Airlines for our trip because we figured, you know what, let's just go. Because my dad was in Europe, we had nothing to do, so we figured going on vacation for a week would be the best thing ever, and we were wrong. So we get on the plane, we pack our stuff, and we're getting ready to go to the airport. I have my grandma drive us to the airport. We're getting ready for our trip. We're so excited to go see our family that we love. We get to the airport, everything's fine. We get on the plane. I start having a panic attack because I hate flying sometimes, and especially Delta, because their pilots do not know how to fly tin box that it's in the air. Sorry, Delta, but I'm just saying. So we get to Florida, and we had my cousin pick us up. And we got in the car, and the first couple days were amazing. We get to my cousin's house with his wife and his 2 kids, who I'm not gonna name because I know they're the type of people that would try to sue me just to make a quick buck, and that's not happening, so haha. So we get to their house, we're having a really good time, you know, just chit-chatting, catching up after like for so long, and my boy cousin, my other cousin's son, gives me and my mom his bedroom, which we now know he didn't want to do at all. And we found that out 3 years later. So we're 3 years late into this. But here's where it gets good. So we're 3 days into the trip, and it starts going really downhill. With my 2 cousins not wanting to talk to me, not wanting to spend time with me at all. And they literally would hardly ever talk to me because I guess they found me annoying or whatever. If you found me annoying, you should have let me know straight then and there, because I would have left your fucking house. I would have told my mom to leave, and we would have went to the hotel, or we would have just went the fuck home and fucked the whole entire trip. But we didn't do that. I didn't know they were annoyed by me until 3 years later, just like when we found out that my cousin didn't want to give us his room until 3 years later also. So the 4th day into our trip, we decide to go to a lagoon in Tampa, Florida. I don't remember the name, but it's like this really big lake, and it's like huge. There's like fish and shit in it. Like they're trying to make a knockoff of Hawaii. Sorry, just letting you know, it's a knockoff. So we get there and everything's fine. It's still a little bit irritable because I wasn't even getting along with my cousins at this point because they were being, it wasn't even both of them. It was my one boy cousin that was just so annoying. You know, we're gonna call him David. So David was being a fuck, of course. So I wasn't getting annoyed. I wasn't getting along with David at all, but his sister was fine. So, we get to the lagoon, and everything's fine. I'm there with my other cousin, my mom's other cousin, which is also my cousin. We'll call her Catherine, and her son, Ben. Catherine and Ben. And they're the ones that we get along with the best. The quotes around love don't matter to them, because we love them still, and they're the best. So, they don't apply to any of the drama that happened. So, we're in the lagoon, and my cousin David wants to be a little prick. Yeah, I said it, prick. Because I know he watches my videos now and then. So if you see it, hi, I'm talking about you. Just letting you know. We're in the lagoon, and I'm having a good time playing with my other cousin that is there. And this little bitch, David, decides to keep splashing water in my face. Over and over and over. Oh, I'm getting chest pains. Over and over and over again, he keeps splashing water in my face, jumping on top of me, trying to get me under the water. Like, and I don't like fucking around. I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm not a normal guy. I'm not one that literally will make videos with like their guy friends running away from a fucking basketball, running at them in the middle of the fucking street. I'm not one that's gonna be like, oh, parkour, that's so fucking rad. Let's jump off this fucking building and see if we live. I'm not that type of guy. I'm like, you either come to me and talk and act like a person, or get the fuck away if you're gonna be immature as fuck, because I don't need that around me. So he keeps doing it over and over, and I tell him, you need to stop. I even tell my mom and his mom that he needs to stop because I'm getting really pissed off. And they're like, okay, so they told him. And they told him, and he said, okay, and the motherfucker kept doing it. So, this is where it gets extra. So, we're in the middle of the lagoon, he does it one more time, and I get so pissed off. So I have my little cousin, Ben, go back to his mom, Catherine, and I'm in the middle of the lagoon, and he splashes me one more time, and I start screaming at him in the middle of the lagoon. I screamed at him so loud, I'm cursing him out, I'm screaming at him, I'm splashing water right the fuck back, and he was getting annoyed that I was splashing back at him, meanwhile he was doing it to me for like 3 days straight, and I said nothing until today. I was screaming so loud at him and embarrassing him. He's tan, and you could still see the red in his face that he was embarrassed, which was, to me, amazing. That I screamed at him so loud that the entire lagoon, like went quiet. Like, I'm not being extra for the video. Like, I'm not being, like, just, like, I'm adding more, like, exaggeration. Like, the entire lagoon went silent because I was screaming at him at the top of my lungs. Like, no joke about it. I literally was screaming at him, and he was getting so pissed at me and so embarrassed, and everyone around us was like staring at me and him just like screaming. Give me a second. So after that happens, I get out of the lagoon. He's there still in the lagoon, not even moving. I'm just like, bitch, you know what? So I get out and I'm walking away like this, like strutting, just walking away. I walk past his mom because I don't give a fuck about his mom anymore. Let her come yell at me because I can tell you now, I have words for you too, bitch. So come at me, I dare you. So I'm walking to my cousin Catherine's car because I'm not going anywhere near David's mom's car to go the fuck back to the house. No way. I'm not going near your car, so I go near Catherine's car. And my mom comes after me. She's like, Brandon, are you okay? And I'm like, no, Mom. Are you kidding me? You just saw that. He's being an asshole, and you're not doing anything about it, and his mother is fucking worthless piece of shit who is not doing anything. And my mom realized it, and she's like, I know, but we can't do anything because we're staying at their house. What do you want me to do? And I'm like, I don't care what the you need to do. You need to either go reprimand him right the fuck now, or you need to go talk to his mother before I do, because my mom knows I have a really bad temper. I think I'm bipolar, just a little bit. And if I went to his mother, oh man, we would have had a family fucking disaster, like fiasco. This is why I need a reality show, because people think my life is so dull. Like, people at school think my life is so dull. People think that I'm just like boring. Bitch, you're missing the big show in my family. I already exposed my aunt last week, so like, and so I get in Catherine's car, and we are going home, and we go back to their house. David's mom is so pissed at me, and partially not my mom, because my mom didn't do anything, but she's so pissed at me. She tried reprimanding me. Bitch, that shit don't fucking work. I'm sorry if your son's being a by the way, not only that, this motherfucker around his house with a taser and tases his sister. I actually am lucky, because one time he tried coming after me with it back in 2010, 4 years before I went on this trip, and he tried coming at me with a taser, and I had to call my mom because this bitch was coming at me with a taser for fun. I'm in his house, laying in his bed, because I'm burnt from that day, and my mom's calling my grandma, like, I can't do this, like, we need to come home, and there's no way of getting home, because, like, paying for flights to change them is, like, a lot of money, especially for Delta, because Delta wants to drain everyone's bank accounts because they think they're the best, but if you're the best, you would charge better for your fares. Just saying. And we wanted to come home, and we couldn't. So we had to stay there for the full entire week. And then next day after this, we want to go see my aunt, what can I call her? Because we still talk to her to this day. She's amazing. She's hilarious. What can I call her? Aunt Maggie. We'll call her Aunt Maggie. So we wanted to go see my Aunt Maggie. And my cousin, David's sister, had no problem with driving us the first time, which was 3 days before the lagoon incident. And now that my mom wanted to have David's sister drive us around to go see her like every other day, because my mom wanted to go see her because no one ever wanted to go see her because David's mom treated her like absolute shit. So, they're starting to get pissed and be at their house, so we can hear them huff and puff about us every minute that they are fucking breathing. So my mom started getting really mad because then David's sister started to be a narcissistic asshole and not want to drive us around. She's being a total fucking hypocrite. So she did not want to drive us around. So we were stuck in that house doing absolutely nothing. We had no car because my mom didn't think of renting a car, which was the hugest mistake that I told my mom in person that it was the worst thing. We should have rented our own car, and she said no, it would save us a ton of money. Now she also realized, even today when I told her this story again, she realized that getting a car would have been the best option for everything because we could have just went in the middle of the night and left. So after all that, we all the bullshit, we finally forced David's sister to drive us to my Aunt Maggie's house. And we go see my Aunt Maggie, we go have some fun. And I mean, yet David and his sister were there, so it was kind of awkward for me because I was the one who yelled at him the day prior and embarrassed him in front of like 500 people because I'm that extra. So we see her, everything's good, we go out to eat, we have the best time, and it's great. And then it goes south again. So next day, we figured, you know what, let's just like work it all out. And we did. We talked to David's mom and everything. We all thought everything was good. And then David's mom remembered that the neighbor's house left her the key because they went on vacation so we can have the swimming pool while we were there. And I was like, yes, I'm gonna show off my diving skills. Me as a flounder, I'm gonna dive into that water. I'm so excited. And so we get to the pool. What the fuck does David start doing? Starts splashing me in the face as I start telling him repeatedly, don't do that. And I start doing it back at him, and then he starts doing it me more because he's getting pissed that I'm retaliating and he's not getting the reaction he wanted. And now he's yelling at me and I'm yelling at him. And his mother, Bertha, wants to come at me and start reprimanding me in the middle of the pool. She got up from her fucking seat and came over to me and started yelling at me. And then you just see my mother, my crazy Italian mother in the back like this, come at her and start screaming at her because she was screaming at me because her son is a little dick. Just saying. So as she's yelling at me, my mom's yelling at her, and I'm like, your son is a fucking asshole. I can't fucking stand this. I've told him many times. I even said to her, I thought embarrassing him at the lagoon was enough, but apparently he wants to retaliate and he does not know what power I have. So this bitch comes at me. She comes at me. Even more, she's yelling at me because she thinks she's my parent, and my mother gets up again and comes telling her, you
can't reprimand my son like that. You can't talk to my son like that. He's only yelling at your son like that because your son is being an asshole to him and he's bullying him, and my son has enough of that bullshit going on already back at home, and your son was told multiple times by me and him and you to stop, and he's doing it again.
The worst part was, this was my fucking birthday week. I was turning 14. This was the worst 14th fucking birthday ever, because I'm going to get to that next now. It was my 14th birthday. It was my 14th birthday. And we wake up. And after all this, we calmed down. We were fine. And we're like, you know what, let's go out for Brandon's birthday. They decorated the house a little bit for me for my birthday. If I can find the picture, I'll put it here. They decorated it a little bit, which I thought was really nice after all the bullshit that David fucking pulled. So we go out to dinner for my birthday. And I was like, oh my God, this is so nice. Like, I can't believe this. This is so nice. Thank you. I know everything's been really bad. And I was just like, and then after that, I just stayed mute a little bit. And then, so for my birthday, it was me, David, his sister, my other cousin, his mom, David's mom, my mom, me, and surprisingly, David's sister had to invite her boyfriend. I didn't ask to see him at my birthday. Why did she have to invite him? He had nothing to do with me. I knew him for like 5 fucking minutes. But he was there. He was there. And so, on my birthday, they're like fighting at the table. Me and my mom are just mute, texting each other under the table. Like, I had my phone like this. Wait, hold on. Let me get the phone I actually had. Here's my phone. Conveniently, I had it right here. So I was under the table, like on my phone, like this, like, Mom, this is fucking insane. Like, and she's texting me like, yeah, I know, Brandon. Like, oh my God, I literally. So we're texting her under the table. And Chris, bitch, I almost said her real name. Ha ha ha. Funny. So David's mom starts yelling at her daughter because she's talking to her boyfriend the whole time, and then they all get in an argument because then David wants to eat something else. His mom wants to eat. They're both fighting over there, boyfriend and girlfriend fighting across the table. Me and my mom are just sitting there watching the entire thing. That doesn't even get to the worst part. Everyone's around us watching as they're all fighting over what they want for dinner, like literally scream matching, and then David's mom is pissed that they're also fighting more and getting loud or some bullshit. I can't even remember. It was the worst fucking thing ever. It was like not even irrelevant to the thing that we were even there for. And then we get tornado warnings on our phones. You see how my life is just fucking amazing, right? Tornado warning. So now I start freaking out there's a tornado. And then out of nowhere, like you would think like people that wanted to take you out for your birthday would pay for your meal. I didn't even get that much. I think I got chicken fingers and french fries that were literally $10. And my drink was free because it was my birthday. Along with the dessert, it was free because my birthday was Chili's, okay? It was Chili's. We were at Chili's. So how are we splitting the bill? How are we splitting the bill? Are you fucking kidding me? You said you were treating us for my birthday, for me and my mom, because we were hardly ever in Florida, and it was my birthday. I didn't even have to have my birthday. I forgot my birthday was that week, and you totally ruined it. And now you're asking me to pay 55% of the bill, and then the other 5% of that 50, which was for me and my mom, they wasn't even divided correctly. They wanted us paying for half their meal too. Bitch, you have a Mercedes. And then we leave Chili's. I walk out because it's absolutely fucking embarrassing. I was so pissed off. My mom's sitting there, I left her alone, and I felt so bad I left her alone, but I just needed a minute. And then I started crying again because the fucking tornado warning came up again on my phone. And then we go to the mall. And then there's David's sister and her boyfriend fighting again for 5 straight minutes. Fighting, and then David is mute as fuck out of nowhere for some reason. Didn't even want to hang out with him. I even tried playing Xbox at his house with him. He didn't want me touching his Xbox or nothing. He didn't even want me plugging my Apple TV into his TV because I had to unplug his HDMI cable for his Xbox. You know what I did? I plugged in my shit anyway. Have good hospitality, especially for family, which now I don't even consider them family. I actually consider them, bye bitch, you're stuck in Tampa, Florida, while I'm here in New York City, and you're stuck all the way over there with your fucking depressed ass lives. And so we're at the mall, like I just said. I know I cut off and sidetracked, but we're at the mall and they're fighting and everything. And then we go in the car and go back home. And I'm crying with my mom in my cousin David's bed because I really just want to go home. I literally am having the worst trip ever. And then David's mom literally had enough with us. It was the day we were leaving. All the hell was finally over. The only person we were getting along with was David's dad, because my mom is more closer to him than any of the other bitches in that house. So the day we're leaving. It's like 4 a.m. He has no problem driving us to the airport, and as we're leaving, he says bye, even though he's taking us for some reason. He should have just said bye at the airport. And his wife, David's sister's mother, laying in bed, didn't even get up to say bye to us. She laid there, didn't even text us at like 7 a.m. when she woke up for work, didn't even acknowledge that we were leaving. The only person that came with us to the airport was the dad and the sister, because the sister I didn't have a problem with. Even though I was getting a little bit irritated, I got over it and she was fine. So they brought us to the airport and we left. We went to the airport, we waited in the terminal, and in the terminal, me and my mom, oh, we're finally free. We are free from that hellhole. It was like Resident Evil type shit without all the murders and all the shit being trapped there. These people would make food and not even offer us if we wanted it. We would have to get up and make our own shit while they were making like gourmet meals. They wouldn't even ask if we want anything. They would sit down at the table in front of us and just eat while me and my mom were just sitting there like starving. Great hospitality. And that's why we ain't going back to your house anymore, bitches. And that's why I hate you all. I don't wish you dead because I don't wish on anybody, even though I hate them. I just hate you, and I hope you see this, because yeah, I'm just telling my story because of my amendments that give me the freedom of speech and entitlement to my own opinion about other things and other people. So yeah, that was my worst trip ever in life to Tampa, Florida. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to thumbs up this video, subscribe to my channel, put up new videos every single Saturday, and I will see you guys in the next video. Wish me luck that my life doesn't go to shit even more, just like James Charles. Bye, sisters.